Alrighty, hey guys, welcome to day 2 of the $1,000 challenge, and hopefully you've had a chance to read over this morning's email, and you guys know that this week we are having a pantry challenge. So today's video is going to be giving you 3 tips on how to make your pantry challenge a success this week. But first of all, I wanted to have a quick chat with you guys about what exactly is a pantry challenge if you've never done one before. So I know we've got a mix in this group of people who have they've done the $1,000 challenge before, but they've also been working on a lot of these budgeting tips before. So a pantry challenge to them might not be new. And I know that we have quite a few people who all of this sort of stuff is really new to them. So when we throw around phrases like pantry challenge, it's like, what are you talking about? So very, very quickly, a pantry challenge is just basically shopping your freezer, your pantry first, and seeing what meals you can pull together before you actually go and spend money at the grocery store. So the easiest way that we have found to do this is to actually physically pull everything out of your pantry, write an inventory list for your freezer, and then sit down and just jot down some meals that you can make. Maybe you might have to grab an ingredient or two. Maybe you might have to think about a couple of substitutes, but the idea is to really shop the pantry, the freezer, and the fridge first. Use up all of that sort of stuff, use up all of the stuff that you've already bought before you go grocery shopping again. Now, the number one question that I get asked about a pantry challenge is, well, what if I don't have enough food for a whole week, or what if I need to go and get maybe you need to go and get formula or nappies, or maybe you need to go and get milk or whatever. So it's fine to go and top up with a couple of bits and pieces that you need to go and get. It's not a complete spending freeze, but the spirit of a pantry challenge is that we create meals around the food that we already have, and we try to spend as little as possible on our shop for the week. So the challenge for today is to put $166 into your $1,000 challenge account by not spending money on groceries that you already have. So today's tip, we're talking 3 things to help make your pantry challenge a success. And the first thing is that you need to try and work with a bit of a meal plan. So we're big fans of meal planning every week, and if you've never tried meal planning, we do have a quick start guide over on The Weird Life of Us, which you can download. I'll drop a link underneath this video for you guys if you're interested in that, and it will help you get started with meal planning. And meal planning is how we keep to our tight budget of $600 a month. We plan out the meals that we're going to have, and that's what we eat to. So that when we go to the grocery store, we only buy the things that we are going to need for that week to make those meals. Now, having said that, even though we meal plan and we only shop with our list to the meals that we're going to eat that week, we still end up over a period of time with a little bit of a stockpile happening. So we like to do a pantry challenge every now and then just to make sure that we're really using up all of those bits and pieces that get left over, even if you're meal planning, even if you're already shopping to a really tight budget. So for some of us, we might be able to go a whole week. We might be able to do a whole week of meals just from the stuff that we've already got, and we don't need to go grocery shopping at all. For others, we might be able to squeeze out just an extra couple of days. And even if you were to say, even just get like 3 days that you didn't need to buy food for, that's still like half of your grocery budget that you can save. So it's definitely worthwhile doing, even if you do a lot of meal planning and you don't have a heap of food left over in your freezer in your pantry. I still want you guys to see what you can come up with the stuff that you've already got. So I start by having an inventory and just working out what meals that I can make and see how many meals that I can pull together with the stuff that I've already got. Then I will supplement the rest of the week if I need to. Now, the tip that I want to give you guys for that second half of the week, or if you're not going to do a pantry challenge at all, like if you're your meal planning game is just so awesome that you can only buy exactly what you're going to eat for the week, and the day before it's grocery shopping again, you are basically just eating whatever's left in the fridge, and the day that you go grocery shopping, everything is completely bare. If that's you, I take my hat off to you. That is a top effort. But even if that's you, I want you to plan a week of what we call tight ass Tuesday meals. I want you to pick just the cheapest possible meals that you can do for a week and get your grocery budget as low as it can possibly go. Because all of that money that we don't spend on food this week, we're going to put into our $1,000 challenge account. And I want you to get as close to $166 as you possibly can. So 3 tips today. Plan your meals. And in those meals that you're going to plan some tight ass Tuesday meals. Let's get that grocery budget down as low as it can go. It's like limbo. How low can you go? All right. The second thing that we need to do to make this a success is you actually need to know what your grocery budget is. So before we really started budgeting, we would pay all of our bills, and then whatever was left over was our grocery budget. And I would just go shopping, and it would cost however much it would cost. And it always cost pretty much exactly whatever it was that I had left in the bank account was. So we want to stop doing that. We want to sit down and work out a boundary for your grocery spending. Now, some of you have already got that set up, and that's really easy. You know what your grocery budget is for the week. You just top up whatever it is that you need to get you by, and whatever's left over out of your grocery budget goes into your $1,000 challenge account. The closer that you can get to $166, awesome. But for those who have never done a grocery budget before, what I simply want you to do is look back over your last 3 months of bank statements. I want you to add up what you've spent on groceries, and that's your budget. We're going to work on reining that in later on, but for the purpose of this exercise, just take an average of what you've been spending, and then we're going to look at ways to start reining that in the future. But you need to set a budget, because you need to know how much you're not spending so you can put that in your $1,000 challenge account. All right, and our last tip to make our pantry challenge a success is just to have fun with it. It's 1 week. It's one wacky week where you get to eat just whatever is in the pantry, and all of those nutritional rules that we have are just going to go completely out the window. It is absolutely 100% fine to eat breakfast cereal for dinner. There are no rules. It does not matter. As long as people have food in their tummies at the end of the day, it's just 1 week. It's just 1 week. So 1 week of wacky dinners isn't going to hurt anybody. And then you can go back to a far more nutritionally balanced meal plan after that. But for this week, the aim of the game is to use up all of the stuff that we already have. This challenge or this task it's heaps of fun. It's loads of fun on Instagram. So I'd love for you guys to get involved over there. Post up your weird and wacky pantry challenge creations. Don't forget to tag us at The Weird Life of Us and use that hashtag $1,000 challenge so that your social media posts can go into the draw for our giveaway, which we will be drawing at the end of next week. We'll be drawing that on Thursday after the challenge is finished. And just have fun with it. We look forward to seeing what you guys come up with, and we will definitely be joining you guys in this week with heaps of pantry challenge fun. So that's it from me for today. I will see you guys tomorrow, same time, same back channel, and we'll be talking about cutting the crap. All right, I'll see you guys then. Bye.